Hey guys, I just wanted to stop by to share with you a quick video that helps us to be better to ourselves and to be better to each other in building the personal lives that we desire, lives of success, happiness, peace, and satisfaction, while also building a world that benefits good people of all labels. And I'm your host, Carlos, the spiritual teacher and personal development coach. And for just a moment, I want to talk about building things to last. Building things to last, and three reasons why personal development must be the first step if we're going to build something that lasts. Let me ask you, have you ever seen what happens when a builder goes to build a home and he starts with building the walls instead of establishing or building a solid foundation? Or what happens when a storm comes by and a house is built on a shaky foundation? Storm rolls through and it's packing 100+ mile an hour wind, and it just comes through and blows everything away. What happens is typically those structures don't survive. And this is what happens in our own lives, whether it be our relationships, our health, our careers, our finances. We don't do the work to develop ourselves because we're focusing on developing things that need us to first be developed before we begin to develop those things. It's like taking and trying to feed people uncooked dough. We're asking people to eat the uncooked dough as if it was fully risen. Think about it. And this wouldn't be so bad if we told people that, hey, the dough is still rising. I'm still in the oven. I'm not fully baked yet, but I'm still in process. So I wanted you to know so that you wouldn't think that this is the final version, so that you wouldn't think that I'm not working on developing this dough into a masterpiece. Again, the problem is for many of us that we devote more attention to building the walls of the house instead of building the foundation that will support the walls of the house. We focus on building the relationship, building the career, building the finances, building the business, and we don't focus on building the person, the common denominator or the common piece in all of it, ourselves. So we're looking externally, but we're not looking internally. And this is why it's so easy to point the finger at others when things don't last or when they don't produce our desired outcomes. It's because most of us never look at ourselves. We look outward because we're too busy looking at others and outside things and trying to develop those things instead of developing ourselves. And so I want to share with you quickly three reasons why building, enjoying, and sustaining success at anything must begin with you developing you. Is that okay with you? Again, now this is whether you do it by yourself or whether you get coaching to help you. The only thing I'll say about that is that if the greatest athletes in the world know that they benefit from coaching, why would you not give yourself the opportunity to play at the highest levels in life by getting coaching yourself? Okay, enough of that. Three reasons why personal development is the first step or the stone in building anything that will be made to last, that will sustain the elements of life. Again, whether that be your family, your career, your legacy, or your finances. Well, the first reason it's essential is because everything starts with us. Everything starts with us, the person. We're the common denominator that builds everything in our world, everything in our lives. You are the person that decides what you want in your relationship. You decide what you want out of your career, what you want in terms of your mental and your physical health. You determine what you want in terms of your finances. It all begins with you. So it's important you develop personally. And again, some of us struggle to get traction because we're so busy doing other things that we won't even take the time to decide what we really want. Maybe I'm talking to you. Or we just allow life and life circumstances to decide for us. Or even worse, we allow other people decide what's good for us, what we want, what we shouldn't want. Maybe your parents, maybe your friends, maybe your spouse. Some of us even allow age to decide or dictate to us what we should or shouldn't want. Well, I'm too old for this. I'm too young for this. I'll wait till I get more seasoned before I desire those things. But building anything to last begins with you deciding what you're building. It's in figuring out why this thing that I desire to build is so important to me. It's understanding your whys. You see, if it's going to withstand the storms and the winds of life, you will need to know why what you're building is so important. I mean, who benefits by you building this besides yourself, obviously? Is it your family, your children, your parents, your community? See, this piece, this one fundamental piece serves as jet fuel or motivation to keep us moving and in the oven, baking into a masterpiece. See, it keeps us developing ourselves, working to get better so that we're better for ourselves, so that we're better for others. Again, besides your loved ones, what motivates you? Again, if it's going to be built to last and to maintain and to be maintained, you will have to overcome the gravity that comes to slow you down, that comes to make you procrastinate, that comes to make you eventually stop. This means knowing what turns you on without having to give it a whole lot of thought. See, you need to just be able to know what turns you on and gets you motivated without even having to think about it. What are your triggers? What are the things that come to make you doubt yourself, make you doubt the process, or make you doubt whether or not what you desire will ever materialize into what you want? It's personal development. It's not focusing on others, it's focusing on you. What is the best thing that you have at your disposal to get you going first thing in the morning? What are the thoughts you need to have? Is it music that gets you going? Is it intimacy that gets you going? What gets you going? First thing in the morning that wakes you up, that makes you excited about the day. It's personal development. And then it's important you decide what are the routine things, everyday activities that you're willing to do to get what you want. And then the second reason why personal development must be the first step in building anything to last is because we are responsible for manifesting the things that we want. You are the person that's responsible for your life and whether you attain the things that you want. See, God will open the door for us, but it's up to us to walk through, to crawl through, to limp through, to run through, or even to have somebody else carry us through the door. He'll open it, but it then becomes our responsibility to get through it. And I'm just here to say that it's not any fun waiting or having to beg or plead with someone else to carry you through the door for your own happiness. It's personal development. See, God, by whatever name we call him, wants us to have the right desires of our hearts. He does. But what he knows is that it takes good seed in order to produce a good harvest. And we get to control the seed that we sow. We decide if we're going to, or what we're going to become, or if we're going to acquire quality seed that's capable of producing a good outcome. We're the main characters in our movie. Now, other people may play a significant role, and we'll play a significant role in our movies, but we're the main characters. And in this movie called Life, we'll experience ups and downs, seasons of learning, then seasons that feel like we're stagnated, seasons of extreme growth. We'll experience seasons of rain, storms, seasons of sunshine and bliss. And we'll have to go through it all. We'll have to grow through it all. We'll have to develop through it all if we're going to create something that's built to last. Whether, again, that be our relationships, our families, our careers, our health, our finances. If we're going to build them to last, then we've got to develop ourselves. You have to develop personally because people are counting on you to develop because you're the common denominator that holds it all together. And the third and the final reason to make personal development a top priority in our lives is to be able to enjoy and to maintain what we create. It makes no sense to create it but then not enjoy it. It makes no sense to create it and then lose it because we've not developed ourselves. So you don't have to risk being disliked because all of a sudden you think your new status makes you who you are. No, develop you so that when you get it, you don't get it by becoming something that you dislike in the process. Because if you dislike the person that you become, you can imagine what other people might think about this person that did any and everything to acquire something. No, you don't have to gain the things of this world, yet lose your soul in the process. No, our job is to remain steady, consistent, resolute, and intentional in growing into better versions of ourselves. See, never before has personal development been so important as it is today. Think about it. Opportunity is available to us like never before. Opportunities to change the world. Think about it. We get to connect with people around the globe through the internet. I'm talking to somebody that may be on all 6 of the inhabitable continents just in this conversation. Opportunities to become financially wealthy. See, we get to offer our products, our knowledge, our services to people around the world through the internet. Opportunities to learn and expand our knowledge of things, whether that be through ebooks, audiobooks, YouTube, online forums, online workshop, online challenges. But we have to be willing to seize the opportunities in these moments because the opportunities aren't going to force us to take advantage of them. But the truth of the matter is, if we don't take advantage of the opportunities in the moment, life punishes us. It punishes us. Whether it be through financial difficulties, whether it be through stress, regret, looking back at something we should have or could have done that we squander the opportunity. It punishes us with strained relationships, anxiety, bad mental and physical health. But that doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be you. You don't have to squander this moment. In fact, I encourage you not to squander this moment. Do the personal work. Do the personal, develop you. Get the help that you need to be as developed as you can. See, it's no different than when you go to the gym and get a personal trainer. The personal trainer helps you to accomplish goals quicker than maybe you could on your own. And so let me be your personal trainer. Let me be your personal development coach that helps you to build a life of success, satisfaction, peace, and happiness that'll last. See, I'm talking about inside out. Peace, love, happiness, joy, success, satisfaction. So that when you get it, you're able to enjoy it. When you get it, you know how to cherish and appreciate it. When you get it, you know how to maintain it. Well, I said that it would be quick, so this has been another moment of me sharing with you cutting edge knowledge to help you be the best version of you that you can be as a human being. So with that, again, I'm Carlos, your spiritual teacher, personal development coach. I do ask that you like the video, that you share it with your friends, that you subscribe to my YouTube page, and again, that you make it a point to be your very best version of you. And until next time, peace and love.